Have you ever noticed how one person keeps returning to your thoughts, no matter how hard you try to push them away? It's as if your mind refuses to let go, replaying their presence like a song you can't stop hearing. Maybe it's a smile, a moment, or even a silence that has embedded itself deep within you. This isn't random. Your intuition is speaking, quietly guiding you towards something your heart already knows, but your mind hasn't yet understood. Every thought, every memory, every feeling is a signal, an invitation to look inward and discover what your subconscious has been trying to reveal all along. Why do they appear when you're alone, when you're distracted, when the world moves on? Because there's a message hidden in the way your mind holds onto them, a truth about your emotions, your desires, and the choices your heart is begging you to face. Part 1. She might be emotionally present in your inner world. When one woman keeps returning to your thoughts, it's rarely because of logic. It happens because she has found a place inside your inner emotional world, the private space where memory, meaning, and feeling quietly shape your decisions. Psychology tells us that the mind does not repeatedly revisit what carries no emotional weight. It returns to what still feels unfinished. Emotional presence does not always require physical closeness or constant communication. Sometimes it forms in moments that seemed small at the time, a look that lingered, a conversation that revealed something vulnerable, or a silence that felt heavier than words. Your mind preserves these moments because they touched something personal in you, something that felt understood, challenged, or awakened. The subconscious mind works differently from rational thought. While logic moves forward, emotion loops backward, replaying experiences that created impact but lacked closure. If she remains emotionally present in your inner world, it means your mind is still processing what she represents, not just who she is, but how you felt in her presence. This is why she appears unexpectedly during quiet moments or when your guard is down. Often what you miss is not the person alone, but the version of yourself that existed around her. Perhaps you felt more alive, more seen, or more emotionally open. Your mind associates her with that emotional state, so it keeps returning there, searching for the same feeling. This is not weakness. It is how the brain preserves emotional meaning. Philosophers have long suggested that the soul remembers what the mind tries to forget. As Carl Jung implied, what remains in the unconscious continues to influence us until it is made conscious. When she stays in your thoughts, it may be an invitation, not to chase, but to understand. To ask yourself what part of you she awakened and why that part still matters. Until that emotional question is answered, she will continue to live quietly in your inner world, returning not to distract you, but to reveal something unresolved within you. Part 2. There's something in your own thoughts or subconscious connecting to her. When someone repeatedly appears in your mind, psychology suggests the connection may not begin with them at all. It begins within you. The subconscious does not randomly select people to replay. It chooses symbols that represent unmet needs, suppressed desires, or emotional patterns that are asking for attention. In this sense, she becomes a mirror rather than the source. Your mind uses familiar faces to express internal states. If you are experiencing loneliness, longing, uncertainty, or emotional growth, the subconscious attaches those feelings to someone who once made you feel safe, inspired, or emotionally stimulated. She may represent comfort, excitement, validation, or even emotional risk. The repetition is not about memory, it is about meaning. Often, the connection forms because she appeared during a period of emotional openness. At that moment, your mind was more receptive, more sensitive, more alive. Even if the interaction was brief, the emotional timing made it significant. The The subconscious records experiences based on emotional intensity, not duration. That is why short encounters can leave long-lasting impressions. Another reason she stays present is because she embodies a version of what you believe you are missing. This could be connection, understanding, depth, or even courage to feel more deeply. Your mind revisits her because it is attempting to resolve an internal contrast between who you are now and who you sensed you could be in that emotional space. Sigmund Freud once suggested that unresolved inner tension seeks expression through repetition. The subconscious repeats not to torture you, but to guide you. Each thought of her is a signal, pointing inward rather than outward. It asks, "What part of me is still unheard? What emotion have I not fully faced?" This is why distraction rarely works. You can fill your time, but the thoughts return when the noise fades. The connection is not maintained by her presence, but by your inner state. Once you understand what she symbolizes, what emotional truth your mind attached to her, the repetition begins to loosen its grip. Until then, your subconscious will continue to use her image as a language, not to pull you backward, but to draw your attention to something within you that is ready to be understood. Part 3. It could signify an internal struggle with your feelings or decisions about her. When a woman continues to surface in your thoughts, it may signal not attraction alone, but conflict. Psychology shows that the mind becomes most repetitive when it is divided, when emotion and reason are moving in opposite directions. One part of you feels, while another part resists. This tension creates mental loops the brain cannot easily release. An internal struggle often forms when feelings exist, but action feels risky or impossible. Perhaps timing was wrong, circumstances were unclear, or fear of rejection kept you silent. In such moments, the mind holds on to what was never fully expressed. The thoughts return because something inside you remains undecided. Closure was never reached, so the mind keeps the door open. Your brain is designed to seek resolution. When it doesn't find it externally, it attempts to solve it internally, through imagination, replay, and reflection. You may find yourself rethinking conversations, imagining different outcomes, or questioning past choices. This is not obsession. It is the mind attempting to reconcile emotional truth with logical restraint. Philosopher Søren Kierkegaard wrote that anxiety is the dizziness of freedom, the tension between choice and consequence. When it comes to her, your thoughts may circle because you sense multiple paths, reaching out, letting go, or staying silent. Each option carries emotional weight, and your mind hesitates to commit to any one of them. So it pauses, looping instead of moving forward. This struggle is often intensified by self-doubt. You may question whether your feelings are real or temporary, whether acting would bring relief or regret. The uncertainty itself keeps her present. The mind would rather hold on to a known emotional question than face the unknown outcome of a decision. What matters most is recognizing that these recurring thoughts are not about confusion, they are about honesty. They reveal that something within you is unresolved, not necessarily with her, but with yourself. Once you clarify what you truly feel and what you are willing to do or not do, the mental repetition begins to fade. Until then, she remains in your thoughts as a reminder of a choice not yet made, and a feeling not yet fully acknowledged.